Alright guys, welcome back. So like I said, we're going to be clearing this bridge. So we're going to go talk to the NPC here that has the quest emotion over his head.
My lord! They've taken the bridge!
Tell me.
We were running for Hiyoshi Springs. The bridge looked safe, but the Mongols were in the ravine. They started shooting from below.
Someone's injured.
Banta, my brother's boy.
They're using him as bait. Tell your family to stay clear of the bridge. I'll stop this.
Alright, so the Mongols are using this boy on the bridge. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and proceed with this. It's not a long mission, but this is kind of like the optional side quest, and by completing this, you'll be able to meet these people later on in the game. They'll give you some unique dialogue. Again, you can completely skip this, but might as well, right? You didn't buy a game to skip all the content. So we're going to find out where all the Mongols are. See, there's one right there. And what we're going to do is be the most godly assassin ever.
Jin, we look them in the eye with courage.
This is a cool section.
Cowards strike from the shadows.
Only cowards strike from the shadows. So you can hear Jin's having some inner dialogue with himself about the decisions he's making. But like I said, I prefer to play as the Ghost 100%. I know some people who play this game prefer to play it as a samurai. I honestly don't care about the whole honor aspect behind it. I think the game makes way more sense as an assassin, and I think it's more fun. I mean, doing the samurai stuff is cool. Like, if you get into a conflict, it's cool. But, like, right now, you know, you just gotta play with the hand that was dealt to you, right? You can choose to go all the way around and jump down on these guys as well. And you can assassinate all of these enemies just off the strength of... Oh, he shot me up here. That's crazy. So we'll go ahead and jump down. Now you can come this way originally, but these enemies are very low level. Don't worry about dying to them. This guy's trying to crawl away. We're going to get back to the other side. Get this one. This was really messy. I'm still getting used to the controls. Alright, so whenever you die, if you have enough resolve, you'll be able to pick yourself up. But that guy just killed me with an arrow in the head. So let's make sure we get all these guys using stealth. Alright, so we'll start this way and we'll loop all the way around. I've never died on this mission, which is crazy. Alright, let's make sure we get all these dudes. This guy got stuck in a weird position. Alright, let's go clear out the other ones, and then we'll be done with this quest line. And again, we're making our way to Lady Masakao. She's going to be our next NPC we interact with. Each one of them has about 4 or 5 quests associated with them. So we'll do, you know, one of each and then bounce around as we see fit. Oh no, you went to the wrong one. That's the last of them. Now to get the boy. Alright, so we're going to head back up. Again, take your time to loot these guys, especially if you're running low on arrows and whatnot. Where is the rock? There we go. So you can use the rocks that are sticking out to climb up. You just have to find them. That's one thing I think Ghost of Tsushima is severely lacking, is a platforming option. You really can't platform in this game at all. You have to find those little nooks and crannies or the grappling hook points, which isn't a deal breaker by any means, but it is unfortunate that we didn't have the option to do anything else. So we're gonna rescue this boy.
Humanoid.
The bridge is clear.
And all right, so the bridge is now clear. We're gonna talk to the uncle. Now we're free to cross the bridge. If not, we would have had to. If we didn't do this, we would always have to take the river.
Their suffering isn't your concern. Take your family to Hiyoshi Springs. These roads are dangerous.
We will. Thank you.
Now Jin was one of the samurai lords, so he wasn't just a regular samurai. He was the leader of the House of Sakai. So, granted, he was a young lord, given his dad died, but he was a very important member of the samurai culture in this time period because he was the nephew of Lord Shimura. And he was also considered to be the greatest swordsman out of the samurai. I don't know why my guiding wind's not working. Oh, I don't have a target. So in this game, if you want to choose to just explore, you have the option of basically ignoring quest objectives, and you can set your guiding wind to find like certain things. Like say you want to find fox dens. Well, you can set your guiding wind to locate fox dens. And basically what it'll do, let's go check this area. There's Mongols here. Basically what the guiding wind will do, will any fox dens that are in the area, it'll automatically blow to the nearest one. And that's one way you can really explore the entire map effectively instead of kind of just wandering around aimlessly. We're gonna get this guy. Alright, so still in that scene. That's why we're wearing the ghost armor. Makes it so that enemies don't... It takes them a long time to see you. You can hear they blew the horn now. So we want to make sure we're taking these guys out behind cover. Alright, so they're over there like doing a challenging call. We'll go around. And if you're struggling with stealth, feel free to use the ghost vision in order to see where the enemies are. It kind of trivializes the stealth gameplay, but in my opinion, it's much more fun to play it like this. Kind of makes it like a Metal Gear Solid feel. Okay, so this guy's coming this way. Get the supplies. Now, sections like this are a little bit more difficult because you can't really get vertical. In areas where you can get vertical with enemies, it makes the stealth gameplay a lot easier. Gonna use a kunai. Again, if you get caught, don't be afraid to use your ghost weapon. So this guy just, and you can see, I mean, they really punish you. I gotta get used to dodging with circle. Oh my goodness. So used to Sekiro's gameplay. Alright, so let's get used to blocking again. Oh my goodness. Now he's gonna cut my head off. Alright, so I gotta get back into the flow of combat in this game. I'm really used to Sekiro and the game style of deflecting and locking on a target. It feels super awkward to not lock onto a target at all right now. So what we'll do is we'll be a little bit safer and we'll use wind chimes to get the enemy where we want them. Now one way you can kind of cheat with this is by using the wind chime to show where the nearest enemy is. And then what you do is you throw the wind chime out and you're gonna wait. Wind chimes only affect one individual. There we go. Yeah, wind chimes only affect one individual, whereas firecrackers are gonna draw multiple enemies over. So you'll see here, I'll use a firecracker. We'll push it over there. Oh, I missed the chain assassinate. There we go. We got a good parry off. Where's the other one? Go ahead and heal up. There we go. Alright, so pretty simple area. Definitely not my best stuff. I'm still getting used to controls. It's crazy. Not used to having a strong attack and a light attack. Sekiro is all just one attack and you use different combinations in order to make it effective. So don't come into this game thinking it's going to play like a game like Sekiro, because it's not. It's more of an open world adventure game, much less of a combat focused fighting game. So it'll take a little bit to get used to it, but once I do, it'll be pretty easy. I've been playing a lot of the Souls games, and almost every Souls game has the exact same button layout as far as attack, dodge, parry, shit like that. So getting unused to that or breaking those habits is going to take me a couple episodes, especially because I tend to tackle this game in a ghost manner instead of a samurai manner. Any items in here? No. Supplies out there. Alright, cool. So we're going to continue on trying to find Lady Masakao. Make sure we didn't miss any items on the inside of this barn real quick. So we got yew wood, 8 yew wood, which is good. Again, all these items are going to be super useful when it comes to finishing our upgrades, so don't skimp on searching them out. I want to try to have my ghost armor and my Ronin set and everything fully upgraded by the time I get to the DLC. That way I don't have to worry about doing any upgrades on my existing stuff, and then we can upgrade all the stuff from the DLC when we get there. So we're going to call over the horse. Alright, and the guiding wind is telling us that we have to go another 240 meters this way, so we should be very, very close. Now you can hear I was just doing some ghost gameplay and the rain is coming, so again, I don't know if it was ever confirmed that that's the way it works, but it was highly implied that the game operates on a system where the more ghost items you use, the more the rain will show up, because
Lady Masako should be here.
Yep, she should be here. Alright, so the original story behind this invasion was that the Mongols were pushed out by a kamikaze, which has kind of lost its meaning in modern day. It actually means divine wind. So the thought that the divine wind that brought in the storms, in this game, that is Jin. So Jin gets a lot of the weather effects from a storm when he starts doing his thing, which is a great nod to the real story. So we're gonna go detective again.
Fought to defend their family. They were trying to escape, past the children through the window.
Alright, so the women were here. They were trying to escape.
Ransacked. No signs of violence.
So all the men, if you're wondering, were off fighting against the Mongols. The leader of this clan that we're actually looking for this lady from in the opening cinematic steps up to challenge the Mongols' best warrior one-on-one, and Khotan Khan, who is the main protagonist, actually just like eats his lunch with a torch. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's heal up. Take these guys one-on-one. There we go, good dodge. Oh my goodness. Parrying is so much different. I am not good at the parrying system in this game yet. I'm treating it too much like Sekiro, and I'm not doing very well because of that. Alright, so let's go ahead and fix that. We'll do it a little bit different. Alright, so... Alright, here we go. So generally in this game, when you parry, you're going to want to follow it up with a block. or dodge, and then if you dodge, you're gonna want to follow it up with a parry. So what you're trying to do is break his posture. There we go. Alright, getting a little bit better. And you see the blood stays on you now. The cool thing about this game is if I went swimming right now, it would wash all the blood off. And what I'll do now is I'll change my armor over to a more combat focused set, which is going to be Gosaku's armor. It's kind of extravagant, but it's super strong for fighting. So let's go check the stables. I built this set pretty much to be just a monster when it comes to doing damage.
Blood's dry.
So it does a ton of damage, and it also revives health when I kill enemies, all kinds of cool stuff. The ghost armor is really only beneficial. I mean, it gives you earlier access to the ghost mode, but for combat, my Gosaku's armor is my go-to. I don't really like the headdress. It's a little bit much. But I mean, it definitely fits the samurai motif. You're like a demon samurai. This is a legendary armor set that you get from completing a quest.
Rider was skilled, knew how to confuse their aim.
So he's noticing like the archery, the different speeds that they were running. He's gonna notice the... Alright, so just in case there's enemies here.
Dead for days.
Oh,
Lady Masakao, it's me.
older lady.
They said no samurai escaped Komoda. My husband.
Lord Adachi died a warrior's death. Defending our home.
Kind of got flamethrowered, but that's cool.
Why have you come?
The Mongol Khan has captured Lord Shimura. If your clan joins me, we can save my uncle and avenge your men.
Clan Adachi is dead. Massacred by our own people.
Traitors. Why would they kill those who swore to protect them?
I intend to find out.
I'm coming with you.
No, do not set aside your concerns for mine.
The family of samurai are my concern. I know what it means to be the last of one's clan.
Yep, so Jin is the last of the Sakai clan. That'll be revealed later in the story.
Ride with me.
So this is where we start the tale of Lady Masakao. So like I said, her story is super tragic / interesting. Very worthwhile playing it all the way through, because you do have the option to not play them all the way through, but I highly recommend you do it.
I fought men at your estate.
They were waiting to finish what they started. The night my husband and sons rode to face them.
I have to change the headgear. I just don't like how over the top it is. Let's go with Betrayer's hat.
Mongols. The assassins came to our home. My sister took the children and fled. I
If you
stayed
pay
with
attention to the hat, you'll realize why we call it the Betrayer's hat later on.
And then I was the only one left.
That's how it ended for me at Komoda.
For me, it wasn't over. I buried them here with the rest of our family.
Alright, so let's go talk about her family. Her family got massacred, so very sad and tragic story.
I tried to save them, but the assassins caught them on the road, cut them down. My sister, my grandchildren, even little Natsu. She was just born. All I could do was bury her with her mother.
This never should have happened.
My sister should have been buried with her husband in the north. But at least she's with family.
Very, very sad story.
Come. We
And
ride for the Golden Temple.
The dialogue is extremely compelling on the English dub over, but I imagine that if I understood Japanese, it would be even better. So
They will pay for what they did.
Every moment the killers walk free brings me shame.
You can't blame yourself.
But it is my duty to punish them for it.
So throughout the game, you'll get some dialogue options. Will let you kind of choose the way you want Jin to respond, and the NPCs will respond based off what you choose.
Find the monk named Sogen and tell him the fate of Clan Adachi.
What are you plotting, Lady Masako?
Indulge a grieving widow. Once you've talked to Sogen, find the armorer. She is repairing something for me. I want you to have it.
I will do that. Thank you.
I will wait for you on the other side of the temple.
Alright, because I like to kind of role play a little bit, I don't want to wear a full set of samurai armor in. So what we'll do is definitely don't want to wear the Mongol armor. I like the Hero of Tsushima armor. Looks pretty cool. But it's the armor you get for doing or buying the early digital deluxe edition. So we're gonna go with the Ronin armor. I think it's a really subtle look. I think walking around in a full set of samurai armor kind of breaks the immersion.
Sakai, it is an honor.
Are you in charge here?
I think of myself as more of a servant, my lord. Please, call me Junshin. I made this temple a haven for our people.
I'll spread the word.
If they cannot make the journey, there are also camps around Ariake. I supply them with all the food I can spare.
That's good to know. I'm looking for one of your fellow monks, a man named Sogen.
I believe he is sweeping the temple deck.
Thank you, Junshin. Continue.
Alright, so the Golden Temple is kind of like a trading hub that you can come. They have a blacksmith, an armor smith, a couple merchants, a gift box drop where you'll get gifts for doing actions around Tsushima, and people will basically give you free supplies and stuff. This is the guy that we're looking for. He's part of the quest. You'll get to know him, but we're going to save that for our next episode. What we're going to do now, we're going to complete this episode, and we'll come back to the Golden Temple, and I'll kind of show you guys around all the places of interest here. But there's a ton of supplies and stuff around here you're going to want to go around and collect. But you can see all these people are pretty much refugees at this point, and they're just trying to make it. So you can talk to all these people. For example,
My lord, are you heading to join the rest?
What do you mean?
I've heard of a small resistance group gathering in Azumo Prefecture.
There are others fighting back against the Mongols? Brave. But dangerous if they're not trained. I'll find them.
so this is a way that you can get, the side quests that are prominent throughout each prefecture. That one is a group that's trying to attack the Mongols. You're going to go over there and kind of help them out. But different stuff like that in this trading area. You can see there's another quest giver over there. Some of them just want to have dialogue with you. This is where you'll meet some of the NPCs that we saved on the bridge, and so on and so forth. So without dragging the episode on too much longer, when we start back up, we'll be talking to the monk up here, and we'll be finishing off Lady Masakao's first quest. Alright guys, thanks for joining. Hope you liked the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how I'm doing, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.